should be special.
Well, they are both sides who are a perfect example of rugby league renaissance, aren't they, in recent years? Suffering the indignity of relegation, but firing straight back. Hull KR's been a 3-4 year progress. Wakefield under Darryl Powell bouncing back from the second flight last year and up and challenging in the top flight this year. They both still have Old Trafford on their minds, but today's result will go a long way to deciding how and when and if. Hull KR with early possession, and the noise levels dip just a little, Barry, but I think it's going to be a noisy afternoon throughout the day. Ray Hargraves driving it in.
As Brian Carney said, 2,000 fans have made the journey to support their team, and you can definitely feel it, you can definitely hear it, and the players should thrive off that.
Here's Minchella, wrapped around by a couple of Wakefield combatants, 3 of them in total. Ray Hargreaves with his second carry in this opening set, and unable to get more than 8 metres or so before he's plunged to the ground. One last play, it's always Lewis with a kick. It's a bit of a slip as well. It's not disastrous, but it is certainly not the impact he was hoping for. And it means that John Stone can bring it back to the halfway line.
I'll credit Mike McMeekin, put pressure on Mikey Lewis. Obviously slipped, lost his studs on the turf, but Mike McMeekin working extra hard in all the key elements of the game, really set the standard. Well, 300 appearances for Mike McMeekin today.
Yeah, well done him. What a career he's had. So many different levels. Kesvatelli moving it to that left-hand side, and Wakefield trying to find a way through, trying to bludgeon their way through. Truman across the line and pops it back for Lino, and Lino, well, now with Staunton. Staunton's dealt with. Takes a tumble, referee's not impressed, get up, get on with it. McMeekin across, and Jay Pitts at the heart of very often what is good for Trinity. And one last play to go in this set. Hood goes right, Lino sticks it up in the air. So a little bit of a test here for Broadbent, who takes the ground, because otherwise he'd have been back in his in goal. And the Robins start from here. It's a tough way out from here.
It's a good kick from Mason Lino, looking to kick into corners. Wakefield, Cameron Scott right up to task on the kick chase.
We will look around on this ground and reflect at some point on a quieter moment, I'm sure. But what a year Wakefield Trinity have had, both on and off the field. It is a completely different place to come to these days. And you could say the same about Hull Kingston Rovers as well. A lot of that is down to the respective owners. Matt Ellis, the man behind the Wakefield revival, certainly off the field. The kick is good. Trinity looking to bring it back again and earn some progress here through Jarrett.
Good now, you go.
And on comes Ollie Pratt. If you look back, was it round 1, round 2 back when these two met? Round 2 with the early weeks of the season, and Ollie Pratt made a real name for himself that day, didn't he?
My word, he did. Made a massive impression. Wakefield, at that point, nobody knew what to expect, but here we are, 2 games before the end of the season, and they look good for that 6th spot, if they can get what they want.
Lino, when it comes to Cameron Scott, but he's dealt with firmly. Ollie Gildart, early tackle effort for him. I'm sure he would have been nervous ahead of the game because of that long layoff. High kick is being challenged for and drops into the hands of Truman, and Truman will score. Referee has a glance at the touch judge, and he's going for the video referee, I think.
Time off.
See what he's got to say.
Let Liam hit his tackle 5. It's all right, Mason. It's fine. Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry, mate. Don't worry. We've a live call of try. Just checking onside, offside. Make sure you don't become in the 10 and involved, please.
So that obviously weights in favour of Wakefield. Let's hear from the video referee.
Okay, it's tackle 5. On field, this is a try. First of all, confirming Chaser onside. So you can see Truman is onside to the left. And we've got Chaser's offside to the right. Let's play on from here, please, to see their involvement. It's Truman who chases the kick. We can see Minchella pulls back Lino to stop him running through. So let's just play. Let's have a look at the contest, please, to see what happens. So eyes on the ball. So you can see Both players jump, have got eyes for the ball. Anything close on that, just to see who that comes off, please. Yeah, just play it from here, this might help. Keep playing. That comes off KR. Keep playing, please. Off the body. Then looking at the grounding, please. And the ball is grounded. I've made my decision.
Well, this is going to be popular, 3/4 of the ground. It's been a season punctuated by injury. It's only his second try of the year, but Jake Truman has pounced to give Wakefield Trinity the early lead.
How important is Mason Lino to this Wakefield Trinity side? It's a delicate kick, a kick to the corner, a pressure-building kick, but because of the intensity of the chase, Jaden Myers gets up, challenges, and it's Jake Truman who scores in successive home games, picks it up. They needed that. They needed a good start in this game for their own confidence. They needed to start the game in the way that they finished against Cast. The last 15 minutes or so, throwing the ball around, asking questions, and being in the contest. Great start.
Well, he's been unlucky with injury throughout his career, hasn't he, Jake Truman? This year is reflective of many of the seasons he's had, but my goodness, what a finish he could be looking for. What a finish he's just provided. And Max Jowett, record-breaking point scorer last year, with a chance to add the 2. Carefully does it. His missed conversion denied Wakefield a possible golden point. Extra time finish against Hull KR back in round 2. He's put that over nice and easy, and Wakefield lead by 6 points to 0.
We often use in rugby league, we often use the term compete for everything. Wakefield putting the kick up, competing hard enough that Arthur Moore cannot get to the pass. And then he's got to be in the right place at the right time to capitalise on that opportunity. That'll instill some belief in the Wakefield team.
Lewis with the restart, and here it comes back in the shape of Chaos Fertilli. No more than 9 metres made in real time because of the Rovers' response in defence, taken on again by Pratt. Remember, we're keeping our eye on the other game that's taking place today as well, and Hull FC 0, Warrington 2. So, as it stands, that is looking very good for Wakefield, but my goodness, it is only as it stands, because there are going to be so many twists and turns. Here's the offload, brilliant stuff, and Jowett's going racing away. He has support there as well from Myers, but it's great recovery. Wonderful recovery from Broadbent to bring him down. But Wakefield are flooding forward again here. Pitts get a penalty.
They'll take the 2, Dave.
So
my word, they'll take the 2. What an offload from centre Cameron Scott.
2.
Rides the tackle. Again, support from Wakefield. They gained 30+ metres downfield. Close, tight support. Passes the ball and keeps moving, Max Jowett. The inside pass, if he could have got the pass to Mason Lino, there were defenders around Mason Lino, but he was probably a better bet for a try. But as it happens, they'll gladly accept the 2 on offer. We talked about these fans underneath us, Dave. Hull KR fans, they are virtually silent, aren't they?
Early days, Barry, early days. You'd expect a response, wouldn't you, both on and off the field. Jowett just settling himself again here. Just about one of the easiest kicks you can have. But he's going to go through all the routines. So much importance on every point. Nice and relaxed, strolling forward. Strikes it well, and Wakefield find themselves with a lead of 8 points to 0. Well, if it was a playoffs right now, next week, well, the week after, I should say, this is how it will be. Lee against Wakefield, Leeds against St Helens. Leeds, Lee, still battling away. St Helens know that they're going to be in that position that they occupy at the moment come the end of the season. Leeds and Lee could swap yet. Wakefield and Hull could swap that, but that's just a little bit of fun to see as it stands. And Wakefield looking to bring it clear again. Hulkington Rovers have been denied a lot of pressure so far.
Well, they had discouraging defence, didn't they? The last time when the try was scored, they put all their effort into the first three. The ball went wide, and that's when Cameron Scott found an offload. Willie Peters won't be panicking just yet.
Oh, no. No, 6, 7 minutes played, 8 minutes played. Here comes Hood at dummy half again. Hulkington Rovers desperate just to get themselves in position and in possession at some point soon.
They've been on the front foot since the first whistle, Wakefield.
But again, whisking it back, Lino again, just drilling this one low and hard. It'll bounce, and Morg has to be careful. He controls with his shins and runs it back, and Lino, first man in the chase as well. You kick the ball, you chase the ball.
Kick and lead, that's a nice mantra for a half-back to have. And here he is, doubling up on his defensive efforts. They're full of energy, aren't they, Wakefield?
Lewis back on the inside again. Here comes Davis. Jez Litton is wandering back into that dummy half position. Hadley's going to have a go this time. And rocking it in, but stopping as he hits. Met well. Litton again. Warre Hargreaves bustling forward. But Hulkington Rovers have hit the 5-tackle mark, and they find themselves still inside their own half. So Lewis keeping firm footing this time as he gets that kick high and away, and Jowett will catch it. And here comes Myers looking to return.
Unconcerned in defence, Wakefield on that last set of 6. Again, Mike McMeekin putting pressure, and it's a competent catch from Max Jowett.
Well, this is the table as it stands in that all-important 6th and 7th position. Wakefield would have it wrapped today if things stay as they are, but things ain't going to stay as they are. We know that. It'll change. It'll keep us on the edge of our seats throughout the afternoon. Here's McMeekin now for Wakefield. Hood again, just calmly marching into position. Pitts right down the middle. Truman with a little bit of a double pump. Jowett's joining in. This is Pratt. And it's going to be
an advantage.
Penalty.
You've gained an advantage.
Hulkington Rovers. I think there was an obstruction there.
I'll try that. Yeah, I'll try. He's been hit flush, and then they've got an advantage. Wait, Mikey.
Yeah, there it is. There's the obstruction.
Well, suddenly pendulum swings because Hulkington Rovers get their first attacking position of the day. First time for them to pose a question or two of this Wakefield defence. Across it comes for Whitbread. Litton dashing in there. Minchella receives down the middle. Back for Warre Hargreaves. With a surge, trying to get the arms free, but Wakefield's defenders making sure that isn't the case. Litton again. Back to May. Lewis has to be quick. Defence were up. Ball's knocked on. Wakefield have it. No advantage. And it's their fans in full voice at the moment.
He's had a good start to the game, Cameron Scott. Comes out, decides he's going to hit Mikey Lewis. Doesn't actually make contact, but the threat and the presence of him just takes the focus off Mikey Lewis. Cameron Scott, Hull born and bred, learned his rugby league in Wyke, so this will be extra special to him. Spent some time in the black and whites shirt, of course, across the city.
Well, whatever happens today, you'd still make Hulkington Rovers very warm favourites, if not hot favourites, to lift the League Leaders' Shield, even in defeat today, because they could lose again next week and still hang on to it through points difference. I know at Wigan they've conceded that League Leaders' Shield, haven't they?
That's 2 or 3 times you've talked about what would happen at every tackle, every set of 6. Your focus is on that, Dave. It's an intense game.
Well, we've got through 12.5 minutes already, which is astonishing. Game's just flicked by. Liam Hood is in that acting half position again. Pitts gets it on his way. Fertilli's well met. As soon as he had the ball, there were 3 on him. But again, little exploration of his own, but Whitbread had that all covered. They're on the last play here, so Lino's forced to kick behind the 40, but this should be a safe patch for Morg, and is. And back comes Broadbent.
Again, a solid line from Wakefield.
The expected chase at this stage of a game, isn't it? Here's Gildart.
It just tells me everybody's on the same page. They know where the kick is going. Everybody knows the role, and they're prepared to do the tough stuff.
Davis with a carry of a yard or 2, no more. Hawkins and Rovers fans below us are just beginning to find a bit of voice here, as Whitbread leads with desire. Lytton bends his back and scoops them in Cella.
There we go. That's when Hull KR look like they're trying to... Sorry. It's evident they've got some purchase in the game. If Jeslett and he's picking the ball up, not just passing it off the floor.
Last play, though, so Morg sticking it up there. Pulled in safely enough by John Stone.
Move, Tyrone! Mikey James! Wait, go one better.
Just a solid line for the Robins this time. No give whatsoever in the game so far, other than that try scored off the boot. Hood.
Go on the mark, free.
Will dash and a look as well. That is good. And he's just sneaking another couple of yards there, isn't he, Scott? And this is Mike Meakin. Well, they're on the last again. Hood.
Good work, Jared.
Lino down this blind side. Lewis goes a-hunting, but Lino sticks it up there. And underneath it, it's Morg. Oh, my goodness, it seemed to stick in the air for a while, and eventually it does come down as desired from his point of view.
Again, good game plan from Wakefield. Max Jowitt's chasing hard. He's trying to put pressure on Artie Morg. He's right in front of his face when he collects that ball.
Davis with a carry. Hawkins and Rovers only 15 away, right in front of their own sticks. Looking to settle things down through Batchelor.
Just on the sideline, Hull KR's bench is warming up now. Willie Peters looks like he feels he needs to make a change to change the tempo and rhythm of this game for his side.
There's Gildart, who's been looking to get his rhythm back. Talking about rhythm, he'll be looking to get his back, won't he, after that long absence through injury. The kick downfield is taken by Jowett, who's bringing it back to a very good Robins chase this time. And Trinity start from here. Johnstone to Area Hargreaves. There's an uncompromising shoulder to run into. Hood again. This is Pratt. Ollie Pratt just inside enemy territory. Hood picks up, goes left again. Oh, and it's been dropped.
Nicotimo just on that left edge.
45, yeah.
His footwork wasn't quite right.
Yeah.
You can see he's stepping in, the ball goes across his body. Is that the first mistake?
Certainly from Wakefield's point of view.
Yeah.
And it gives Hawkins the Rovers a better position than they might have hoped to be in.
It's a shame for Wakefield. It was a nice show to the open side from Liam Hood. Jake Truman had hold of the ball. I don't think the players... I talked about Willie Peters not panicking. I don't think the players, the Hull KR players, will be panicking just yet.
There's Davis with a carry. And Morg is up there at dummy half again. And the bigger fellas looking to advance the cause here. Batchelor. Vincella back on the inside for Whitbread. Lytton. Tyrone May looking to create something here. Defenders stepped out and Mikey Lewis almost found a gap on the back of that, but 2 Wakefield men closing in and closing down, and Morg with a slip. But this is the last play. Wakefield now with a boot of Mikey Lewis. Best attacking position they've had so far, but the kick is not a good one, and Wakefield will get the tap back on the 20.
And there was a gesture from Wakefield, just slow it down a bit. Although they're playing with urgency, they don't need to speed and rush. They're controlling everything that's going on at the minute.
Johnstow. Here's Hood. Well, plenty coming up on Sky Sports, of course. Huddersfield against Salford tomorrow, concluding round 26 of the Betfred Super League. And then we go again next week with all those big matches, with plenty to be decided in the final week potentially. But Wakefield here are doing their course a world of good with an early lead and bringing it forward again. And Truman with a flick away, and over it comes. A little bit of a juggle from Staunton. Then he tries to straighten up, steps out of one tackle, but not the next. And Liam Hood is a cool head as he finds himself back in that position again. Matt Meakin to Fatilli. Fatilli battling. But they still have tackles in the bag. It's Lino who puts the footwork on and dashes through. And that is a try of pure genius. He made one with a boot. He's just scored one with rugby league smarts at their very best. Lino the magician, Wakefield upping their lead.
The best left foot you will ever see. Mason Lino with his hands all over this game. You can see JWH doesn't walk forward, doesn't jog or move forward. He thinks this ball is going to go out wide. They're going to look to attack on the edge, and you can see the big man right at the end of what he's got to offer in his first stint in this game just clocks off for half a second. Mason Lino sees it and punishes the big man.
What are we watching here? 20 minutes played. Coach loves it. Corsi loves it. 12-0. And a kick to come. And Mason Lino, who has been such a main cog in that Trinity revival this year.
Awarded Player of the Year at the club's awards night. Been so influential. Outstanding player.
Robins fans beneath us are just getting a little twitchy at the moment. They'll be looking for a response quickly. I know they've got it in them. They know they're a champion side of Hull Kingston Rovers. They proved it in the Challenge Cup. They proved it. Well, they're about to prove it. You'd suspect over the course of the season with the League Leaders Shield. And they're more than capable of climbing their way back into this game. Jowett again. Third attempt of the afternoon with the boots, and a third success of the afternoon, and 14 points to 0. Wakefield Trinity now lead this game.
Well, in the build-up we talked about shape and Wakefield offering shape. All the action was to the left of Mason Lino, but the smart rugby league player he is, he sees JWH, who doesn't want to move up. He's gassed, he's tired, and he's thinking, please pass that ball. Well, Mason Lino exposes him and gets 6 points for his team.
You've been there down the years.
Absolutely, most games. Most minutes of most games, Dave.
Fatilli up to the 10, and Hood's up there again, and his side looking to just get themselves back downfield again, and doing it with plenty of confidence at the moment. Nicotima. 20 minutes played at Hull FC, by the way, and Hull 0, Warrington 2 remains the scoreline. My goodness, sixth place could be done and dusted today. Hood goes dashing off, but Tilly helps it on its way.
The balance from Wakefield is just about right. They're promoting the ball, they're offloading the ball, but they're not high risk.
Last play, Lino sticks it up there, Morg underneath it. Look at the chase again here, they're running rapidly.
He's important now, Tyrone May. He needs to be the calm in the storm. Get back to the original plan. Willie Peters will be adjusting things from the sideline with his coaching staff. JWH, I'm sure he was desperate for that number to go up a minute, 60 seconds earlier.
There's a kick out of dummy half from Jez Litton. Potential 40-20 if it bounced a little a little more rapidly than that. It doesn't, and Jowett can collect, and Lewis is up there to help with that first defensive effort with the help of Broadbent. Lino out of dummy half. It's Hopkins and Rover's turn to get up there and speed up this rate of defence, this line speed. Keep Wakefield right where they are. They need a big set here defensively. Fans are getting behind them, trying to lift the move.
Look at that for a carry.
A Tony.
Wow, he's got 4 on his back.
This is Hood. Nicotimo again, just poking his nose over the halfway line.
Wait, Sam. Wait, Sam.
Last play will be the next. Lino.
And again, kick to corner, Dave. It's relentless. Kick to corner. Chase hard. And that, to be fair, that's what Hull KR do to most teams. They put you in difficult places, compress that defensive line, make it hard for you to generate that momentum. And that's at the front of what Wakefield are doing today.
Third. Move.
Here's Hiku.
Liam, wait with me. Wait with me. Go free. Thanks, Neil. Free.
Taken on again by Whitbread. Whitbread looking for an offload potentially here, but every time he wriggles free, more arms come around and pin that ball to his chest. Lytton collects. Hadley runs. But he's dealt with by Staunton. The kick is from Morg. Some ground has to be covered from Jowett, but he does that and immediately goes looking to find a way around them, but intervention from Sam Luckley, who's on from the interchange bench a moment or two ago. Here's Johnston.
Here's an interesting stat for you, Dave. Hull KR lead, Wakefield Trinity lead the league in missed tackles. They've missed just 2. Hull KR have missed 15. That's how hard they're making the league leaders work at the minute.
Lino with a dummy. There was lots going on the outside. He selected a route back in the middle, and before all that had happened, Jay Pitts got taken off the ball. So Wakefield have a penalty.
Not only are they missing tackles, they're making mistakes. Sam Luckley on to replace JWH, just can't resist.
The Robins are rattled and they're getting rolled at the moment.
Yeah, I talked about Tyrone May. It's that spine of Hull KR that's been so consistent. Looks like Jai Whitbread's in the wars, but Tyrone May, Mikey Lewis, who's a spark player. Tyrone May is a controller of a game manager. His combination with Lewis, with Lytton, with the fullback Artie Morg.
Hull FC, by the way, have taken the lead. Lewis Martin, the try scorer for them as well. Boy, do they need this. They've gone behind and were behind for a while, but Lewis Martin, who's in that race for Super League's top try scorer, of course. He'll be hoping to go into the playoffs to give himself a better chance. 1 behind Jay Field at the moment, who scored a couple last night against Castleford.
Wait, Jazz. All the way, Jazz. Wait. Go.
Tony back to his feet. Out it comes to that left-hand side. This now is Mac Meakin. Harvey Smith on the field and looking bright here. 4-2. They missed the conversion, but 4-2. 6-2. 6-2. They kicked the conversion. So they are Hull FC where they want to be at the moment. This is a step from Jowett. Here comes Myers. Lino again, and in so much that's been good today. Oh, but that was Hadley who appeared, it seemed, from nowhere to put bits on his backside. Lino kicks towards the corner. Myers goes up and catches well, has a chance to promote the ball. It's not back the middle, and Minchella's there. Right man, right place. But it's a penalty for Wakefield.
Yeah.
It's a tackle in the air.
Yeah, you can see tackle in the air. Competing for everything, kick to the corner.
You can't tackle
and for the second time, Jaden Myers gets up. This time he collects the ball, brings it down, tries to find a support player. And Mason Lino is hit on suspicion. I think it's Dean Hadley again.
Yep, Hadley came steaming in and made contact.
You can see why, can't you? Mason Lino Every time he's anywhere near the ball, things are happening.
Well, lots of scripts have been written today. I think many would have had this one written at this stage of the game. 26.5 minutes played and Wakefield leading 14-0, dominating and looking for more. Smith, Lino, suddenly just pops that ball behind him into the run of a Tony. Robin's defence had it read. Smith. Here's Lino with a kick towards the corner. The chase is on, and it's batted backwards by Broadbent to concede the dropout underneath the sticks.
Smart, isn't it? Defence is up. And the best way to beat a rushing defence is a nice, delicate kick behind the line, judged to perfection. And he had to be good, Jack Broadbent.
Well, Lewis will drop it out and no chances taken, although it's not the best of drop kicks. It's neither here nor there, really, is it? It's not short, it's not long. And it has given Wakefield relative comfort in setting up position again here. Pitts back inside for a Tony, who's had some impact since he's been on the field, hasn't he? Being held up. Smith. Lino with a grab and Truman with a pass. Oh, if he'd hit the shoulder and... Oh, it's play on! Referee says play on! And it's going to be Jowett who finishes. But was that a knock-on from Matty Staunton? Did he get hands on that?
Liam, that will be a 0 tackle. We have a live call of try. Just making sure there's no knock-on by Wakefield, please.
Well, there you go. It's another video referee. And again, it's gone up in Wakefield's favour. So let's hear from the video referee again.
OK, they don't feel this is a try. We're looking to review if there's a potential knock-on in the build-up. So let's play it on from here, please. I see defensive decision by Minchella. That's touched by Lewis. Just see if anything closer, just to see who that comes off. We've established it's touched by Mikey Lewis. So this will be the 0 tackle. Maybe something high, camera 5 maybe, just to... So it's touched by Lewis, has established that. So we'll play on from this point. There's no second touch there by Wakefield. And it's picked up by Jowett. Let's play on from here, please. And on the grounding now, please. And the ball is grounded. I made my decision.
Well, this is absolutely extraordinary. Hulkinson Rovers' famed defence is being blown wide open one way or another. And it's a third Wakefield try. 18-0 and Jowett the scorer.
Trinity are in dreamland at the minute. Max Jowett profits from a bouncing, bobbling ball, but look at those players. The talk is non-existent at the minute. They're in shock.
They are conceding on average 9.75 points a game this season. They were in line to be the best defence in Super League history. Before this, it's not going to happen now. And Wakefield are just finding a way through.
Look, I think that happens because Mason Lino is so dangerous. Extra bodies, extra minds and attention are all looking at Mason Lino. Jake Truman ends up virtually one-on-one. I know Mikey Lewis gets the ball, knocks it forward, but luckily for Wakefield, Max Jowett picks up and scores.
Well, it has been a maelstrom that has been running through this ground today. Up steps Jowett and takes his side to 20 points to 0. It's the first time Hull KR have conceded that many points in the first half this season, but Hull FC are doing their job as well to keep that race for 6th spot very much alive, because Barron with a break, ball back on the inside, and a finish that will help them to a much healthier position than they had. Bamforth, who's just been recalled from loan as well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Bamforth.
Yeah. This is brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah. 6th and 7th is going to go right to the wire, the way things are looking at the moment. McMeekan carting it in. That's just at the moment, because Hawkins Rovers, of course, can rock themselves back into this. But at the moment, just holding on to the shirt tails of this Wakefield Trinity side. Pitts. Tangle of limbs, untangled, ball played. Lino again.
Kick to corner, compete, chase hard.
Broadbent underneath it, ball went high, which gives those chasers a little extra second or so to get up there. And the Robins are I mean, they've started from here so often in this game, haven't they?
It's been a masterclass of a kicking game from Mason Lino, but you and I bumped in to John Keir, who's doing some work here on match days. He was master of the upsets. Well, I think Darryl Powell is the master of the underdog, getting his team to believe that they've got a chance of winning and putting a plan together.
Well, John Keir was doing a masterclass for all the corporates today about how difficult it is to break Hawkins the Rovers down. Well, at the moment, Wakefield are providing the perfect solution to that.
Forced mistake. Jez Litton taking the ball forward, and then the dependable, ultra-dependable Dean Hadley makes a rare mistake.
Smith inside for Pitts. Back it comes again. The aforementioned John Keir, by the way, he's coaching for the very last time tomorrow. Finally retires. He's got Batley, coaching Batley tomorrow, and that will be his last game. I think it's 609 games or something like that.
Those fingers will be rattling like mad, won't they?
Oh, he's very polite, letting that lady pass. Well done, John. Here comes Truman. And McMeekan with the drive. I'll tell you what, another try here. My goodness.
Would you drop a goal?
Is there value in that? I'm not sure if there's value in that. Truman exploring all avenues again here. Keeping it alive. McMeekan pops it back. Lino, there could be trouble for the Robins defence here, but it's well read by Broadbent, but it's still alive, still going. Here's Staunton, and now Truman, and the kick is for Pratt to chase, and it has to be dealt with by Davis, who puts it out.
Brilliant stuff.
The Robins are under so much pressure here.
You snarled at me then when I said, would you drop a goal? Odd numbers are the way to, in a big game, every point is massive.
I would never snarl at you, Barry.
Not snarl, but sneered.
Well, it's another wave of attack that's coming the Robins' way here, because Wakefield through Rodwell. Back from that long absence as well. His coach saying what a relief it is to have him back at this time of the year. OKR being tested like they have never been tested before this season. Here's Harvey Smith. Lino, always back again. Blink and you'll miss it as Staunton takes the pass. Harvey Smith. And a hard drive. But no way through for a Tony. Last play. Maybe the drop goes on here, Barry.
Too close.
Last play. Out it comes. Lino and Truman. And look at what they've got here, but it's not backwards, I think, from a Robins hand. No, it's not. It was a pass that was misplaced. And Hull KR breathe a huge sigh of relief.
You talked about how good and effective Hull KR's defence has been all season. They are getting their numbers all wrong. How many times in the opening, Watford said, 33 minutes there, Wakefield have been one-on-one or actually in space. On goal line defence, that's Artie Morg's job to organise.
Well, it looks like Hull FC are coasting at the moment, 18 points to 2. They lead against Warrington, but Wakefield win here gives them the advantage next week. They play Salford away at Wakefield in their last match. And there's a misdirected pass from Moore, which Davis has to dive on. How does a coach cope with this? What are the instructions at half-time going to be from Willie Peters?
Calm down, keep your nerve. Don't force things.
Lewis. Jowett underneath it, carefully. Looked certainly high, but he had a lot of time. And Hawkins the Rovers again here looking to turn up the heat at that end of the field, where they've dwelled very little so far in the game. Johnstone slinging it back, and Myers Trying to find a route round Lewis.
10 metres. Go 2.
It's the hard hitting.
He's been good, hasn't he? He's run hard, defended strong.
I think you could say that about a lot of those Wakefield players in the first half.
Yeah. Mike McMeekin's another one who's stood up.
1 play to go in this set. 4.5 minutes to go in the half. Lino's outside the 40 when he lets fly. It's academic anyway because Mort catches it very much infield. That's as it stands at the moment. Wakefield
Come on, Seth. Not going to keep calling you. 2.
needing to win today, you feel, to keep the advantage. If they slip, then Hull FC will be looking to pounce next week.
Hull FC play Catalan, Wakefield plays Salford next week. Opponents are just as important.
Yeah, absolutely. And normally you'd say, well, those should be easy wins for Wakefield and Hull, but this stage of the season, as Catalan proved the other night, anything's possible. Lewis with a kick towards that corner, and that is, well, if it had stayed in, that would have been really difficult for Jowett. It rolls out, it's still not a bad kick. Pop on the cheeks from Mikey Lewis, who possibly was hoping that Jowett had a job to do, but even so, Wakefield start deep inside their own half.
We've hardly looked at our left. In terms of possession, Wakefield are almost at 70% possession, but we've hardly looked down this end of the field.
Straightforward mission required here from Trinity is get through the set. Mission for Hull KR is to try and spring this ball free, and at the very least keep the meters to an absolute minimum. Smith, oh, a little slip from him as well. Pitts back on the inside. Rodwell with a run. Pitts again, Lino again. Jowett's getting involved and finds a way through and has support, and off goes Cameron Scott to score underneath the sticks. Oh, Wakefield already celebrating an advantage in that race for 6th spot. They are incredibly taking Hawkinston Rovers apart at the moment.
Well, Cameron Scott deserves that try. Worked so hard for his team. Look at that, Matt Ellis. I'm sure the people around him are talking about chickens and not counting them. There is a long way to go. But lovely shape. Running forward with options. Players running into gaps. And when he makes the break, Max Jowett, he has the big centre on his shoulder, who has to time his run. Has to be careful not to run in front. Keep up with him, but not run past him, and you can just see the desperation in the face of Jack Broadbent. Wow.
Well, John Wilkin in the build-up was adamant Hull Kingston Rovers would be sealing the league leaders' shield today. If he's right, my goodness, what a second half we've got in store. Just shrugging his shoulders. We've thrown him under the bus.
I actually said that Wakefield would win.
Did you?
Yes.
Did you have them leading by 26 points to another half-time?
Well, 26, I said.
Yeah. Well, what a first half for Darryl Powell. I mean, his job there, Michael Shenton alongside him as well, is to maybe keep feet on the ground at half-time, not get too carried away.
They've unpicked the defence, and you talked about how statistically it's hard to score against them, but I'm going to reiterate, 22 missed tackles. We've not even had a half. We're a minute away from half-time yet.
Jowett sticks it over. 5 out of 5. 26 points to 0. And here's another Wakefield try.
Mason Lino again, the player that's the architect of the break. He does incredibly well, Max Jowett, to keep his composure, keep his calm, and just place the centre into the gap.
Lewis restarts. Hull Kingston Rovers have not had a look in so far today. Wakefield Trinity, 26-0 leaders. Hulkingston Rovers, the most points they've conceded in a game this year is 28. And they've already conceded 26 in this first half.
What a big half-time this is for Willie Peters. Massive.
Well, the hooter sounds, and everybody in the Neil Fox MBE stand rises to their feet with very good reason. We're in the penultimate round of the Betfred Super League season, and that is one of the most extraordinary halves of rugby league that we have seen. The league leaders, the champions-elect, have been taken apart. Wakefield battling for that last playoff spot are leading at half-time by 26 points to 0.
Just played exceptionally well. I don't see a way back for them, but it's damage limitation now. This could be a fatal wound for Hull KR. They're going to have to go and beat Warrington next week, and points difference might just matter.
Well, they're going to learn plenty of themselves this second half, Jodie.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, forget this game. Even if this game's done, they've got so much they need to fix up for the coming few weeks when the games are going to come thick and fast in the playoffs, and it's a must-win. They're going to have to fix this up, and they're going to have to be better in the second half.
I just wondered, Jenna Brooks, in what tone was Willie Peters' half-time message delivered to his players?
Oh, Willie Peters just said, fix up everything. He said, forget about the score, let's just start again and play this 40 minutes, how they turned up and what they intended to do. As far as Daryl Powell goes, yes, he called it a flawless half. He said that they controlled that game perfectly, so just keep at it. But let's go back upstairs.
Thank you, Jenna. Second half about to get underway here, obviously. Hulkingston Rovers will content themselves that they can still get the job done, the League Leaders Shield, at home to Warrington at the moment, but I suspect the word content was not used very often in that dressing room at half-time. Fascinating to see how this second period goes. Next try could really set the pattern of this second half, couldn't it now?
Absolutely, but Wakefield don't need to go looking for it. Hull KR need to force the issue. Wakefield, in some ways, just need to manage the next 40 minutes, stay composed, stay in control of their minds defensively. Hull KR, like Jenna said on the sidelines, they've got to go back to the plan that they began the game with.
Matty Storm just went absolutely bulldozing through, knocking defenders on their backs as he went, and that's a good effort from Uribe Doro.
It's over on that left side. Jody Cunningham talked about it. The left edge for Hull KR has been under pressure all game, and they've made Mikey Lewis look average in defence. And I'm being kind, average.
He's had no time at all, has he, with ball in hand either. So it's not been a great day from his point of view. He's had plenty of great days this season. Just today, it's not been one in which he's excelled. Davis with a carry. Lytton up there. There'll certainly be a nervousness about Wakefield because they know that there will be a sting from Hulkingston Rovers. There will be a response, and although 26-0 is a very healthy scoreline, it's not insurmountable. If Trinity can score 26 in one half, then Hulkingston Rovers are very capable of repeating that and bettering that in the second. So Wakefield still with a job to do.
I talked about the possession. They had a lot of possession, Wakefield, but they had it at the right end of the field as well. A kick, a chase from Hull KR is probably the first part of the process that they'll adopt in the second half. Definitely the first 5 or 10 minutes of the second half.
So, as we said at the moment, it looks like staying as it was in that race for 6th and 7th, with Hull settled and leading healthily against Warrington as well. Pitts has to find a different route in, with Rodwell pushing up on his outside. Lino and that kick away, caught safely enough by Broadbent, looking to bring it back again. Well, there's a pot of gold at the end of most rainbows, they tell us. Is he looking for it at the moment? Grand final will be a big ask, won't it, for Wakefield, but just to make the playoffs from where they were last year is a pretty impressive return. But Hull Kingston Rovers looking to rewrite the narrative in this second period. This is Luckley. And an offload. And May keeps it alive. And Batchelor. And back on the inside to Morg. There's a slip. And Morg's through. And maybe, just maybe, here they come. The Robins chasing rainbows of their own. And they have a foothold in the game. And for the first time, their fans have smiles on their faces.
A slip, a missed tackle. It's a wonderful offload from the substitute, Sam Luckley. Goes into contact, turns round, as he so often does. What about that ball inside from James Batchelor? Sussed it early doors. Max Jowett loses his footing. And we said, didn't we, the next try could be so influential.
Oh my goodness, this ain't over. This ain't over, Barry. Morg with a kick. And you heard the response, I'm sure you heard the response from the Robins fans beneath us as their players retreated back into their own half ahead of this kick. There was a roar, a deafening roar. I reckon there's still a chance, and of course there's still a chance. Peter Morg has been impressive this season, playing as a fullback, but also in kicking the goals he's kicked as well. 72 ahead of today. And he's just added another one. And 26 points to 6. Well, he knows there's hope. Darryl Powell will probably have bought this before the game, this scoreline at this stage, but is there a momentum swing?
Well, this was part of the plan, wasn't it? Let's go out there, let's ask some questions, and let's get points on the board early. Fullback Artie Moore gets the first try, but Willie Peters and his side are definitely up against it. They've been outplayed for 40 minutes, and one try won't make up.
And the next try becomes even more important, because if Hull KR get it again, well, they'll be searching. This next 5 or 10 minutes will be pretty important to the outcome of the game.
Now, what does this do to the mentality of Wakefield? They've been flawless with the ball, very disciplined, very selective when they've passed, when they've offloaded.
Incella, Dora on the dummy run, and May goes left, and Lewis looking to inject his personality onto the game. And that's his best moment so far inside Trinity territory. Good recovery tackle coming in from Myers, making sure that progress was limited. Moore putting it up there. Oh, that's a huge, prodigious leap. Brilliant take by Johnston.
Confident, isn't it? Leaps high.
And the Robins defence is coming up quick here, almost leaving a bit of a gap. Well, listen to the Robins fans now. They were stunned into silence for most of that first half. But my goodness, they're finding their real voice right now. Carried in by Atoni. Smith up and at him. Oh, and it's a little dummy from
great work.
The young dummy half. Maybe Smith really has featured highly this season, hasn't he? From the interchange bench. Morg watches and takes and finds the ground.
That's the pattern, isn't it? Kick to the corner, chase hard. And there's a... Is it Nicotimo that's just struggling to get back into place? It looks like he's going to have to be changed.
Yeah, he's hobbling to the sidelines now. He's ahead of him, those Wakefield players. After number
Griffin.
up. Lytton goes off and tries a scamper. He's looking at the referee. He was expecting a penalty for not being square then again.
Josh Griffin comes onto the field. This is his last home game for Wakefield.
Well, Hull Rovers are going wide with Hickle, and Griffin, who came on the other side, came charging across to his left flank to try and close things down. He didn't quite get to him, so he didn't have a tackle to make. Jowett. And Griffin, having got over there, now has a chance to carry. decent impact as well.
I talked about them being almost flawless, 92% completion rate, 23 times they've completed out of 25. So they've been really good with the ball, Wakefield. But Hull KR just lifting the levels up, lifting their intensity up, and trying to play off the back of that strong kicking game.
They have to play as well. They have to go looking for points. They can't rely on this lead. It's not a game you can just stick it up your jumper and see the clock down. Truman with a kick from behind the 40, and how good is this radar-like attempt? Morgs across there and rescues the situation and turns and heads back. But there's plenty up there in a solid line. Davis. Litton. Here's Broadbent. Wants to get it away, can't get it away. Litton again, a lot of movement behind here from Hull Kingston Rovers players. Whitbread as they try to organise themselves. They've numbered up on this right-hand side of attack. Lewis with a little dummy, tries to push his way through, but can't. And they're on the last. Lewis is out of the equation. So it's Litton who takes the boot. Jowett watching carefully. Oh, it's gone backwards. Hull KR get it again. Oh, has Tyrone May knocked it on? Well, there'll be a first knock on here.
Well, he didn't need to do it. It's a good job. He's going to get the ball back anyway.
Listen to that noise again. I think they're going to challenge.
Is it the contest?
Wakefield are going to challenge here. Decisions.
Liam, we have a captain's challenge.
Let's have a listen.
Wakefield are challenging the decision of a knock-on.
Okay, we're captain's challenge. Wakefield are challenging the on-field decision of a knock-on, so we'll play it on from this point. Can we go from the onside, offside, please? This comes from a kick. Confirm the chasers are onside. So yeah, so let's follow it through from this point so we can see just one player off. Let's log it through. He's out of play, so players are onside from this point. Let's have a look at the contest now. So we're just looking to see if this touches hand or arm of Jowett. So there's genuine contest, both players jump. Can we just go back on this angle, please, just to see Petariku's actions. Another angle, please, may help. It's a genuine contest. This may help me. This angle, please. If we can go back on this real slow. It's a genuine contest. The eyes on the ball. So does that touch the hand? Go slow, please. Yes, it does. You can see it touches the right hand of Max Jowett. I made my decision.
I think they'd accept that, wouldn't they? I mean, it's with that kind of forensic investigation, you can come up with something that takes it your way, but I think Wakefield would accept that one as a rugby league decision. Well, he's not accepting it.
I think what Daryl Powell's saying is about the contest. That's what I thought they were challenging. Petariku's contest with Max Jowett. There's contact while both... I know you're looking at me, but...
I'm not looking at you.
You see him go either way, don't you?
You keep telling fibs about me, but I'm not looking at you.
It is Mason. Okay, let's go.
Well, Hull Kingston Rovers find themselves again in excellent position here. Litton picks up, Lewis goes left. Taken on by Gildart. It's a step by Whitbread. Jai Whitbread getting closer. Litton, a lot of time here for attack and defence to analyse the situation. Warrea Hargreaves bumpers up, charging through. Jake Truman is shouting for defenders to get across his way, and a couple do go that way. And that's the way Hulkington Rovers attack. May with a pass, Batchelor put on his back, 4 gone, 2 to go. You get a sense this is a huge couple of plays to go here. Minchella now, galloping, but gathering defenders as he does. And one last play to go. Lytton going left, trying to slide it through, bodies all over the place. Hands pick it up, taken on by Whitbread. He's tackled.
Turnover.
Turnover, wow.
Referee's given the turnover, but straight away the challenge comes in.
Liam, we have the captain's challenge. Hulk challenging the decision of a last tackle turnover.
There were all things happening there. Loads of things happening. Video referee makes sense of that.
Okay, we have a captain's challenge, so first of all it comes from a kick, so we can confirm the chaser onside. Ball on foot, please. So yeah, so onside from the kick, happy to play on from this point. So is this ball then played at? Yeah, so we can play it from this point, please. So the any other angles, please, available? So you can see this isn't played at by Jay Pitts. The ball's kicked at him in a very close range. He's not outside his natural range of motion. So I'm playing on from this point, please. And we can see he's tackled. If we can just go back on that, please, just to confirm there is nothing else in the build-up. On this same angle. Let's go slow from here, please. So we can see it's not played at that point. It's missed then by Jay Pitts. So I'm happy to play on from this point. So that's not played at. It's backwards off Jez Lytton. And I've already established the tackle is then complete. I made my decision.
Jay.
So it's going to go back to the on-field decision of the referee.
He's been kicked at him in real close proximity.
Explanations from him to them.
Challenge unsuccessful. Jay.
Frustration for the coach.
No more challenges.
Well, they've both lost the challenges now, haven't they?
Yeah.
Okay, Jay.
And you get a feeling that could be important as the game goes on as well.
Yeah.
Big job for Wakefield to do here to get themselves out of this area of the field. But Jenna Brooks down on sidelines, you got news.
Yeah, Dave, a few minutes ago we saw Wakefield second rower Seth Nicotimo helped from the pitch. He looked like he was in a really bad way. In fact, it's an ankle injury. He's still being assessed. He does look a little bit better now, but he's standing up, sitting down, standing up. Look, he's got a bit of a smile on his face, so fingers crossed it's nothing too serious.
Well, sitting in the sunshine and watching his mates do a very good job, but it'll be hurting after that. It does look painful. Penalty for Wakefield in the meantime because a ball was stolen. And a chance for them. And Hulkington Rovers' job now is just to up the ante again, get that momentum back their way, isn't it?
Wakefield needed that, didn't they? They've been under stress and pressure since the game kicked off for the second half. OKR made a couple of early changes. Sam Luckley, who's involved in that try, was rotated, as was Aribi Doro. JWH, I did smile when he ran into the replacement hooker, Harvey Smith. Harvey Smith stood his ground and knocked him back. That is David and Goliath, isn't it?
Absolutely. He's only 19, Harvey. This is taken on again by Tony. 19 stone wet through on one side and 19 years of age on the other. This is Mac Meakin. Pick up by Smith. Lino again. Truman, and out it goes to Jowett. They're causing problems. But Gildart gets back to rescue the situation momentarily. There's more to come. Truman, skip from Pitts. Lino felt the advance coming his way. Peter Hicker closing things down. They're on the last.
Go, 5.
This is Truman. Testing little kick here as well with John Stone after it, but leap in the air and superbly taken.
A little worry
Tom
for Hull
Davis.
KR again over on that left side. Wakefield, how many times have they stripped them for numbers? Ended up with a player in space.
But they've got back control of the game plan, haven't they, Wakefield? Finishing a set with a kick to a corner.
It's the pattern they use all the time. Kick to corners, compress your defence, restrict momentum, and put them in comfortable positions, uncomfortable positions, should I say.
Here's Whitbread with a charge. Still a 92% completion rate for Wakefield. That's pretty good.
And they've played with the ball as well.
Lewis, oh, the ball has gone backwards. Lost momentum, lost a play. Lewis again, just kicking and hoping. Wakefield have it back and in a relatively advanced position as well. Should be a set that sees them inside their opponent's half by its conclusion. Pratt with a pickup.
And again, that high completion rate. Wakefield have played with the ball, haven't they? They've offloaded, they've put players on, they've ran with shape, took good options. It's a classic Darryl Powell style team, isn't it?
Okay, that's completion rate's not bad, 89% for them. So Pitts, that's many meters after contact as well. Helps their cause. Still Hull FC in command against Warrington. Oh, and the pass was hopeful. Griffin just grabbing at thin air. Hull KR have it back again.
Yeah, he's asking for a bit more communication. I don't know whether that ball was for him or not for him. He turned round and asked, "What do you want?" to his half-back partner. Neither here nor there is the expression there on that pass.
4 scores the difference. 20 points, 4 scores Hull Kingston Rovers need to get without conceding any more. And there are, what, 25 minutes left to play. The clock begins to become the enemy of Hull Kingston Rovers. They certainly cannot afford to concede any more points. That feigned defence needs to reset itself. Warrea Hargreaves. Push and then backing into those defenders. Lytton. May. No viable options for the ball, so keeps it to himself. Lytton. Oh, and he slips. Yeah, that's 3 times we've seen players slip in the middle of the pitch. Pitch looks absolutely gorgeous, by the way, but it's clearly a little bit slimy.
Well, the weather's been all over, hasn't it? We've
Myers,
had
got up there, yeah.
downpours, showers all day, so no doubt it's greasy. But it's greasy for both teams, Dave.
So Wakefield again with tough work. Hull Kingston Rovers again looking to hit the accelerator in defence. Get up there in their faces. Keep Trinity to a minimum. Smith out. So another crash bang wallop effort down the middle again.
They're just conserving some energy here, Wakefield, aren't they? Just going through the 6, looking to get to the back end. A good deep kick, here it comes.
Lino again, just having a look at the space ahead of him to see if he can find any of the grass down there, but it's more that catches on the full, and that helps the Robins cause because he can travel a decent distance. And now they start in a relatively advanced position early in the set, but closing towards a halfway line, though Gildart doesn't gather in too many more yards. Here's Broadbent. Lytton queuing up to have a go. Jack Brown, who started the day, by the way, is 18th man, but pulled into the subs bench because Kalepi Tanganoa decided he couldn't play. I don't know whether it's illness or injury, but couldn't play. Lewis and two
Studs aren't long enough. Studs aren't long enough. It's that time of year, boys.
May on the last play, sending it up there. John Stone advancing, and
meat and drink, isn't it, for the big winger? You have to be impressed with Wakefield. When I watched Wakefield against Cass, I was watching the game thinking Cass are just hungrier, they've got a better attitude, and they've done all the basics right. And that catch is a typical example.
Johnstone again. Smith and Fartilli. Trying to shrug off a couple of defenders, but unable to do so. It's a bit of an arm wrestle at the moment, isn't it? That favoured phrase of rugby league of late. One play to go. Lino again. It's high and it's spinning and it's wobbling in the air. So in that respect, it's a very good take by Broadbent.
It wasn't so much a positional kick. It was one that he looked at making it difficult to catch Mason Lino. He's bringing out the full bag of tricks today.
Here's Davis from the other wing.
What a game he's had.
Hiku, give one of his bullying runs when he just chews up the meters. Morg. Minchella, dummied and dummied and dummied, and then just felt the shoulder of Chaos Fartilli coming crashing in, stopping him in his tracks. So 2 plays to go for Hull Kingston Rovers, and they're still a long way from where they want to be, as Brown is the latest. Out of the trenches and over the top, but not long before he stopped, and Lewis then, and that's a clean strike of the ball for him. Johnstone, again with a very easy catch, making it look easy.
They look comfortable, don't they, even though they're close to their own line. Wakefield, virtually everybody back behind the ball.
Wakefield won't mind this attritional phase of the game, will they? Because
you mentioned the clock. There's clock pressure about to start to happen to Hull KR.
And
so if it's in this grind phase, it won't bother them one little bit.
Taken the steam out of Hull Kingston Rovers' charge as well, haven't they? Hull KR have got another try quickly, then we'd be watching a very different game here. As it is, Wakefield retain an element of control. Fartilli. Done well to gather in an extra couple of yards, but they're on the last. Again, it's a kick. Lino. He was flattened. Was it late? Referee had a little glance around.
No, play on. No.
Wakefield fans are baying for blood. Referee says play on. It's rugby league we're playing.
I talked about the first 60 seconds, about managing the game. Mason Lino controlled the game in the first half. He's managing the game so far in the second. We're just about to go into the final quarter, where usually all the action happens.
Gillard with a carry. Long time between drinks for him. Been out for such a while. Minuscule knee injury against Salford. Magic in there.
Matches.
The ball's been dropped, and Wakefield will get it back. Utter frustration for the Hull Kingston Rovers coach Willie Peters. It is potentially a costly mistake, because at the end of that arm wrestle, suddenly Wakefield find themselves in a very good position.
You look at that pass. He must have done 350 of them, Elliot Minchella, during the course of 2025. That one is just a little bit too high. Tyrone May has to awkwardly try to catch, and it's just enough to take his focus and create that fumble. That's what pressure does to you. The natural aspects of the game, the instinctive aspects of the game just start to clunk a little bit.
Fartilli. Hull Kingston Rovers at the moment are on the critical list, and the penalty, yes it is. It was a ball steal.
Do not come out on the move, Carl.
Do you kick for goal here?
Yeah, take 2. Yeah, just keep the scoreboard ticking. Do you know what it does, Dave? It allows Wakefield time to think, and then they suddenly start to look at the scoreboard. Nerves, anxiety will just start to creep in at the back of the brain. And again, I'm always interested in body language of players, teams. In front on the scoreboard, behind on the scoreboard. Are they together? Are they talking to each other collectively? Is there some communication going on with key individuals?
Watch that clock tick down as well. That's another thing it does, this penalty, doesn't it? That's a minute that's going to be gone between decision and goal kick. And that is just another little chips away in Wakefield's favour. You're back, Max Jowett. By the way, Wakefield Trinity's impressive season this year. They've won 13. There's only Hulkingston Rovers, St Helens and Hull they haven't beaten on their return to the Super League, so this would be a prized scalp for that reason, amongst many more important reasons. Jowett, over it goes. What is that? 6 out of 6, 28 points to 6. Still the same ask for Hulkingston Rovers. 4 tries with a few goals sprinkled in there. But we're in party mood.
Wakefield Trinity have done an outstanding job on game plan. They've fatigued the middle, they've stressed the edges, fatigued the middle. 41 tackles, Hadley, Batchelor 40, Whitbread 37, Lytton 36, Minchella 34. They've done a mountain of defence in the middle.
And as every second ticks by, just a little bit of hope evaporates for Hulkingston Rovers. They still have a potential to turn this around, but it's getting less likely. Hull FC, by the way, keeping up the pressure in terms of that top 6 chase. They're going to take it to the last week because they are very much on their way. Jordan Lane, the latest try scorer, Caesar's kick through, and Jordan Lane getting over there. So Hull FC will beat Warrington. I think we can fairly sure about that. 28 points to 2, the lead at the moment. Truman just turning Hulkingston Rovers around. More scampering up there, but a quick chase, making sure he doesn't get further than that. So going into the final week, points difference might change, points might change, but as it stands, Wakefield will have the advantage. They're away at Salford next week, to remind you. Hull FC at home to Catalan next week. And if it all stayed the same, then round 1 would look like that of the playoffs, with Wigan and Hull KR, of course, having that first week off. Lytton dodging out. Here's Moore. He's put a cat amongst the pigeons already today. Pick up last play. Lytton just off the edge of the boot, but Myers is very much the favourite for that. Not really an attacking kick.
No, and not really Jez Lytton's job. He can fill in there when he needs to. But first and foremost, it's May and Lewis was at the side of Jez Lytton. They've really rattled that. They've done a great job.
You can't take your eyes off what's coming next. Huddersfield Salford tomorrow. There's not a lot on that, to be fair. But then next week, my goodness, with positions still to be confirmed, with League Leaders' Shield potentially still to be won, although Hulkingston Rovers get a penalty here.
It's an incorrect play the ball. Mike McMeekin is one of a number of players that have zoned in on Mikey Lewis, made him make the tackles, and as he's trying to get up and play the ball, there might even be a little flick there from, I don't know whether it's Dean Hadley or Mikey Lewis.
Yeah, the handover, not the penalty, my apologies, but Hulkingston Rovers.
Imagine if they'd have had a challenge there, Dave.
Yeah, they might. I think they'd have gone for it, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Brown with the carry. Hulkingston Rovers close to the edge of this game, close to the precipice of this game. Need to haul themselves back over the cliff, and a try here would do the job to a certain degree. Hiku. Lytton. Sling it across to Minchella. And now May. And back on the angle, it's broad, but the defence is good from Pitts. Brings Whitbread to his knees. The ball's gone free. It's a pick-up and a ball. The referee. Come back. Come back, Liam.
He doesn't want to run that
blowing
far.
His whistle.
He doesn't want to run that far, Liam Hood. He's come back and penalised. I think he's penalised Wakefield for not being square at marker. I think that's where the infringement is. Liam Hood's life flashed before him then when he ended up with the ball with all those metres to run.
He wasn't going to go the whole distance, was
Somebody catch me.
Big intake of oxygen. Oh, good heavens, they're here.
Off to Cats, of course, Liam Hood.
Yep. Didn't matter. because Kingston Rovers, they need to start scoring soon. Hadley with the first driving attempt. Lytton. Here's May. There's a bit of a gap there, it seemed, for Luckley, but offside against the Wakefield defence.
Wait, Jess, wait. Come on, discipline, boy, discipline.
What did he say? Penalty, penalty, try.
Yeah.
That's the second one.
Hadley. Jez Lytton. They're lining up, they're deep here, Kingston Rovers. They come with an intent. Morg's pass goes to ground. It's not disastrous because Davis is able to pick it up and tries to smarten things up. Looking for the slice through two defenders, but stopped in his tracks. Minchella. Dummy. Back to Morg. Mikey Lewis. Looking to add his personality to the situation again. Hiku. Back to Lewis. And there was a hand off Wakefield. I think there was a hand off Wakefield.
Yeah, you're right, Dave.
I think, OK, I'll get it back here.
I can't remember seeing Wakefield, sorry, I beg your pardon, Hull KR with so many missed passes. I know he's got to catch and pass at the same time. But even in that set of six, there's a pass that goes astray, bounces on the floor. With no choice then to come in and shut that play down.
It was a deflection or a try, I think, there, so Johnstone did well. But Kingston Rovers come again. Is there still hope? Do they still believe? Or are they already thinking about finishing the job next week against Warrington? Morg again. Here's May. Lewis. Defenders advancing towards him in the shape of Scott, but he dodged away, but lost his footing a little, and Kaz Fertilli covering in. May. Minchella. But again, he's a Minchella sandwich between two big loaves of Wakefield muscle, and he's not going much further either, luckily.
Play the ball, tackle four.
Four gone. Lytton swings it back. May. Lewis puts the kick towards the in-goal area. The chase is on, and Ollie Gilder dives in. It's been a long wait for Ollie between tries. But has he just got fingertips and got a little bit of hope here for the Robins? We're going to the video referee.
OK, on field, this is a try, looking at onside, offside first, so we can see chase the left onside, so play on from this point, please. Just looking at the grounding now. Ball is rolling, ball is rolling. The ball is grounded. I made my decision.
Well, he knew it, didn't he? Ollie Gilder got up and celebrated. He'll have had some frustrating weeks and months in the recovery room, but he has a try, and Kingston Rovers still just about in with a sniff, but there'll be 10 minutes left to play, and they will still find themselves 3 scores behind.
Well, Ollie Gilder last scored a try in the Hull derby all the way back in Easter, returned after 17 games absent from this Hull KR side. Chased hard.
This is a big kick, because it's an 18 points difference at the moment. So if he misses this, then Kingston Rovers need 3 tries and goals for a potential golden point. So they need this to give themselves still a chance of winning it in more time, and they have done. 28 points to 12. It remains interesting.
It's doable, isn't it? 9.5 minutes left on the clock. Beautiful kick from Mikey Lewis, and actually 2 players could have got hold of that ball. Jack Broadbent chasing hard as well. They haven't got much right today, but they've got that right. Strap yourselves in.
Well, there is potential for squeaky bum time before this match finishes. Another minute counted down. 9 minutes to go. Kingston Rovers need 3 tries and 3 goals to win it inside the 80. Are we in for quite a turnaround?
All the tricks will be out here from Hull KR.
The top two as it stands, you can see the points difference is closing, but Wigan play Leeds next week, would have to win big, and Hull KR play Warrington and would have to lose fairly healthily. And there are so many unpredictables at the moment, you don't want to make any kinds of claims to knowledge, but you wouldn't think that was going to happen. Anyway, here comes Davis. Does well to keep in play because he was hugging that touchline. Lewis picks up, wants to get on with it quickly. May slings it across. Morg, but they're coming at him. Coming at him. Lino makes contact and holds on. And on the last, Lewis just kicks downfield. And there are no mistakes from Max Jowett, who brings it back.
Well, Lino rolling his sleeves up, put a tackle in, and then chased hard to put pressure on his opposite, Mikey Lewis. It's no wonder he's on his haunches. He's put a shift in today.
26-0 at half-time, 28-12 as it stands. A recovery of sorts for the Robins, but can they turn the dial a little higher? Johnstone. Here's Hood. Cares for Tilly. He's been a crowd pleaser, hasn't he? Fans' favourite since his arrival here. Lino. He'll scamper across, and Broadbent is the man who puts his name on this and looks to return it as well.
They're going to have to throw something that they haven't planned for into the game, Hull KR. The sands of time are just eking out of this game.
Yep, 7 minutes to go. 3 scores needed. Jenna Brooks, what have you from the sidelines?
I've got more good news for Wakefield Trinity. It is a sellout here, as you can probably hear. The atmosphere has been incredible tonight, hasn't it? Well, there are 9,258 in here this evening, which means that in 2025, Wakefield have had more than 100,000 supporters through the gates. Pretty impressive, I say.
It is. These two clubs are the absolute model for the way the game should be going, aren't they?
Some outstanding work being done by both clubs. Match day experience, the facility, where Matt Ellis actually, after the game, thanks the fans. It's a really special...
Well, Neil Hudgell has been an incredible servant for Hull KR, hasn't he, as well?
It's really special to see the connection that he's got with the fans, Matt Ellis.
And you'd suspect this is merely a postponement of celebrations for Hull KR, rather than a cancellation.
Oh dear.
Johnston hurting at the moment, but Wakefield certainly not, as they find themselves with Myers up on the halfway line again with 1 kick, 1 play to go, so it is going to be a kick. Truman just sending it skyward. Morg looking to bring it back. Getting some support coming towards him as well from Davis, but doesn't get the ball away.
You know, I heard the lads in the studio after the game last night discussing Coach of the Year and what criteria you'd have to follow. Willie Peters has done an exceptional job, won it of course last year, but special mention for Darryl Powell. What a job he's done with this side. 2 years ago, more or less to the day they were relegated. He's won it twice before as Darryl Powell, but he's turned Wakefield from a relegated side into a champion side.
Yeah, just absolutely just slid up and through the championship last year, didn't they? This is Lewis, kick and a chase, and it's picked up neatly enough by Max Jowett. And hang on, referee has given the penalty, Hulkingston Rovers way. Cue the noise from the Robins fans.
Well, Michael Lewis ends up on the deck.
There's a full back there.
He kicks and chases. Yeah, that door is closed. Cameron Scott can't resist, can it?
Close the gap. Go.
And Lino, to be fair. Well, they'll have a little look at the line.
Now or never for Hull KR. They have to score in this set, otherwise time has gone.
Wait with me. Go on.
It's looking highly improbable as it stands anyway. Moore, back to Hiku. Into dummy half comes Billy Leyland. He's lost it. No, stolen.
Mistake.
No more of that.
Something that Jody Cunningham said at half-time, they've got to fix it up, not just for this game, but they've got to fix it up so that it doesn't impact the rest of the season. I think they've managed to fix most of the issues up.
Duro with a challenge and the charge. Leyland up at dummy half again. This is May. May puts it. Short ball for Lockley. Wakefield aren't buying that. 2 in the tackle. Another set of 6 though. Slowing things down, and Batchelor's lost it. And that surely now is that. There's a celebration of kind from Wakefield players out there, because time now is simply running against Hull KR. It is becoming impossible.
You say a celebration of kinds. Look at the celebrations from Liam Hood. Dips down, chops Batchelor in half, stands over the top of him. That's passion for you from Liam Hood. Batchelor gets it all wrong. Hood forces the mistake.
It's Wakefield's game now. They will finish the weekend in 6th place and will only be a win against Salford away from a place back in the playoffs. Last home game of the year. There's going to be quite a celebration here when the hooter sounds. What a statement this has been from Wakefield Trinity today.
Well, everybody in the league knows that on the day Wakefield can trouble anybody, make anybody nervous, but what they've proved today is they can beat anybody. The right game plan, the right soldiers, the right officers in charge of the army, and they've done a real number on what seems to be, and what everybody would admit, the best team in the Super League.
Well, they're beating Hull KR here today. They've beaten Leeds twice. They've beaten Lee away. They've beaten Wigan at home. So they're not going to have too much trepidation, if I can use that word, Barry, going into the playoffs. Here's Moore. Less than 2 minutes for this place, or for 3/4 of this place, to erupt in celebration. Davis. Here comes Leyland. Back to Hadley. Still putting an effort in. Still trying to take his team right through the middle. Leyland again. May. Batchelor leaps, puts it back. That's good hands, but look what's coming at Davis. Just a wall of defenders. Hiku. Lewis again. Tyrone May. Morg's involved, and so too is Gildart, but not for long. And Hawkins the Rovers with what is likely to be their last play of the game. The ball's gone to ground, and suddenly Wakefield can bring it free.
Wakefield, they'll be confident. They'll take huge confidence from this game. There's a handshake already from Darryl Powell. They won't fear Lee. They put 40 points on him not too long ago.
Well, the only team in the top 6 they haven't beaten this year is St Helens, and they won't be playing St Helens, whatever circumstances. Unless it's a grand final, I've just been reminded, of course. But listen to the noise. Full house. Celebration of a fantastic year. Seconds remaining on a day when Wakefield have dominated. Job done in the first half in emphatic style. The countdown is on, and here goes the hooter, and there goes the noise. What a proud coach he must be. Second favourites to win this game when they came into it, but they have thrown that tag away and produced, in what has been a marvellous season, one of their best performances of the season. Don't write off Hawkins the Rovers, because of course this is in all likelihood just a blip. League leaders shield.